everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very special guest with me. Simone is a model that I've been working with since she was 16 years old and we've had some fabulous shoots together. Recently she had to go on Roaccutane for her skin and she was brave enough to join me here today. Now I have quite a bit of experience myself when it comes to Roaccutane. I was on it a couple of years ago and I have to say, it leaves you feeling agitated and it makes your skin feel completely dry and red. It makes your eyes dry out and your lips. It does not feel great at all. So at least you should be able to do your makeup to feel better. I want to share with you today a few tips and tricks that I figured worked for me back in the day, and maybe I can help some of you out. The skin is feeling dry and agitated, and I'm just applying a soothing moisturizer across the whole face to just relieve the skin from that dryness. At this stage, sunscreen is probably your best friend. I am applying this to the whole face, and the added benefit of sunscreen is that it's going to give you a gorgeous glow and it's going to help your skin look less dry. I'm adding even more moisture to the skin by mixing my foundation with the strobe cream. This is a very sheer foundation because you don't want to pack any high coverage product on because that will probably go sit in any dry areas that you have. You want something that will complement your dry skin at this stage. I find that working the foundation into the skin with a sponge is better on dry skin. For lips, I swear by the Blistex Lip Medix Lip Balm. This is going to save your life. I'm going back in with a slightly higher coverage foundation, and this is just for the areas where you need it most, where you might have a couple of marks or blemishes left over. I'm just working that in with a sponge and blending it out seamlessly. I'm using a creamy concealer because you don't want any dry products on the skin at this stage. I'm just blending this underneath the eye just to even out the skin tone. Now I'm going in with very little powder and just setting that concealer in place. I'm going back in with the same concealer brush and concealer, and I'm just targeting and pinpoint concealing the areas where you need a little bit more coverage. Maybe you have a blemish or two that could do with a little bit extra. I'm just using whatever concealer is left over on the brush and I'm blending out any spots where we concealed earlier. You want to be very careful when blending this out, not to pick up any of the concealer that you put down. And as per usual, I'm just setting that concealer in place with a very small amount of powder. And I'm taking good care in blending out the areas that I am placing the powder. You don't want any sort of matte spots on the skin. We are trying to achieve a very dewy and healthy finish. Which brings us to highlighting. I'm using a liquid highlighter, and this will just blend in seamlessly with our dewy look that we're going for. We've already used our liquid foundation, very minimal powder, and this is just going to add to the glow. We don't want anyone to suspect that you might be suffering from very dry skin at the moment. I'm just placing the highlight on the high points of the face, the cheekbones, the temples, and of course the nose and Cupid's bow. You can also add a tiny amount to the chin. Sticking to the creamy, more dewy products, I'm applying a cream blush. This is just going to bring life back into the face and give you a healthy glow. And finally, I'm just brushing the brows with the brow gel to set them in place.